Hey there, it's the Aldos. You've got Mike
and Michelle,
and you've got the Video Matrix live tonight, Thursday night, and we are your presenters. We have people here with us, special people here with us who have just gone above and beyond their call of duty when it comes to video, connecting, networking, business, life, relationships, you name it. And what we're here to do tonight is highlight some of those people, give you something that you can really use to move you in the next direction, and then also show you exactly what we're doing for you as we move forward for a limited time. So you're going to actually want to get a piece of paper, a pen, a drink, whatever it may be. Get comfortable because you're going to hear some awesome stories, and at the end of this broadcast, you're going to have a strategy that you can go implement today or tomorrow or the next day or the next day. So I'm going to turn it over to my wife, Michelle. She's going to take it from here. We're going to just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
That's what we like to do. Thank you so much for being here, and we want to say thank you to all the Video Matrix challengers that are with us tonight, because we've got a little mix here. We've got someone who just completed 90 days. We've got someone who, we've got others who just joined us, and there is success happening at all four corners of the world because of the Video Matrix right now. And when I say that, I absolutely mean that. We have people from all over the world that have joined us and shared not only their personal stories, but they've shared their life. They've shared their culture. They've talked about their country. We get to know each other more when we truly hear the stories of how we came to be who we are today, who you are today. You are a beautiful being in soul, a ray of light, and you are filled with nothing but stories that got you to where you are today. You're a story machine, but one of the things that people have the hardest time doing is sharing those stories. We share those stories amongst our closest friends, our loved ones, our significant others. And there's a lot of the stories that we don't share with any of the people I just mentioned. In fact, we may not share any of our stories with anyone ever at all. And sometimes people go to perhaps, say, a therapist, and they're like the only person in the world that knows their story. And what happens is, once someone knows your story, people become so attached to that. They become so attached to the person who knows them. We love the people who know us. We love the people that we trust. And it's so important to not only be those people, but to act as the person vulnerable and allowing themselves to be known, allowing themselves to be loved. And that's what we do here in the Video Matrix. We allow you to share your story, get in touch with your inner child, express the needs, wants, and desires of all the children and ages you've ever been to who you are today. All the stories that you have to tell that lead us up to who you are today, where you are today, and all the stories, all the untold stories, all the ideas you've never talked about, all the dreams that you've never really told the world about. You've just silently been sitting with yourself and your own thoughts. And maybe you're in the shower like me, and I love taking a shower, and you're in there, and it's like the water hits your head and you shut your eyes, and it's like, to me, it's like a little slice of heaven. It's like a thinking box. I go take a shower, and it's like all the most beautiful ideas come to life. And everyone has these beautiful ideas, but how do we get them out there? How do we share them, and how do we communicate them with others? And I think it takes a little bit of confidence, a little bit of security.
It takes a lot of you.
Grab a water.
Grab a water, get cozy. It takes a lot of you turning your fear into your power, because if you're looking to do anything online, if you're looking to build a successful life, business, relationships, career, whatever you're looking to build, it all starts in here, but mostly in here, because what we are collective. And what happens when you tune into yourself is you're able to deliver your message in the way that you intend, and you're able to actually get more clear on that. So, if you want to be using the power of video, and if you want to be able to go out there and generate unlimited leads on social media, make money online, be able to, have something that's successful online, harnessing the power of video, you need to first step into your space. You have to own your leadership, and then, and only then, can you go out there and create the kinds of things that you want to. And it starts with being relatable. People need to know who you are, have a connection with you, and have some reason to kind of like you or want to be around you because you're offering them value. You're making a difference. You're inspiring them. So that's what we do here. We give you a platform for 30 days where you can actually get everything together in your life, get everything on a next level. And, you know, we're going to be highlighting some people, like we said, but literally, it's not just about doing video. It's about doing video that makes an impact, because when you make an impact like that, your life starts to bring all the amazing things to you, not just on video, not just on social media, but with your boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or husband or spouse or partner, whatever you're doing, or children, friends, coworkers, anyone and anything. When you step into your power, when you take the challenge and you move forward with us, because it's a wild ride, and, you know, we're all serious here, we're all motivated, and it's a leadership building type thing. So, you know, stepping into your leadership is really a powerful move. And you know what? It really takes your personal power and focus and ability to stay on track with what you want. So if that's not you, this probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for more, if you're looking for more results in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in any area of your life, anything you do, online or offline, people here have been able to achieve amazing things through just 30 days of video. Some have gone on to 90 days of video and just incredible changes throughout their life, not just online. Back to you,
know,
Grace.
You talked about a really beautiful point, and a very important point is it's about leadership, and it's about being the natural born leader you are, or discovering that natural born leader within. And leadership is a very big thing that we work on, that our team works on, that I believe that we all work on. Once you come into the video matrix and you start the 30-day video challenge, what's happening is people start seeing you as the video authority. Remember, you're public speaking and you're using a camera, two things that all people are deathly afraid of. So just so you know, when you're up there deathly afraid, someone is looking at you as the hero, as the video hero, someone who's like, wow, I don't even know what I don't know what they're doing, but they're talking about themselves and they're sharing their stories. And who does that outside of like personal conversations? And you know, and the truth is, it's so powerful, so powerful. I just, you know.
Did you get those vibes going? You got a lot of the circuits buzzing over there.
Yeah, you know, it's exciting. It's exciting what we have here. It's exciting that, you know, with that leadership takes the responsibility. Leadership takes responsibility of a personal development path and journey. So you don't just read a personal development book and consider yourself personally developed. And you don't read 10 books and consider yourself personally developed. You know, you've got to be reading all the time. You've got to be educating yourself all the time. And you've got to be teaching others all the time. You've got to do all three simultaneously. And what best way than to, you know, than to shoot a video. You know, earlier today, we went into the Fear into the Power Facebook group, and we shot a video about being abundant in coffee. You know, and it's like a quirky, fun little video. And you know, I literally did that, abundance in coffee. And what happened was, there's a story, and you'll have to, you know, go to our group, check out the story. But I found myself, after a long, nice, fun story, with two coffees, a hot coffee and a cold coffee, because the girl at the register at the coffee shop saw my indecision of wanting everything, that she thought it would be fun to make me two different coffees. And she's like, you know what, here's a cold one, here's the one you love, and it's hot, and just have fun with these two coffees today. And I'm like, yes, I'm abundant in coffee. And you know, but that abundance in coffee comes with just being abundant, and abundant in all things. So what did I do? I pulled out my camera, I shot a video, Mike and I are in the car, and I shared our story of abundance, because it only takes one quick little 5-minute story to not only entertain someone else, but to give someone else something to think about. And while they're thinking, they get a glimpse into your life. You know, when we hit the road a year ago, we full-time RV, and one of the biggest things our family was really upset about was that we were leaving. They were so upset that we were leaving our state, we were leaving our family and friends, and we were going off. But we know that the path of leadership and that your journey takes a certain kind of standing in, and it takes a certain power to get there, and it takes a certain stance, and it takes a personal development path to get there. And so here we are. And our families, what's the biggest thing that's connected us with our families while we've been gone? You know, we haven't had any, terrible communication issues with our family. You know why? Because we are using video and everything that they do, that they don't even need to pick up the phone and ask how we're doing.
Anytime.
They can go check out our Facebooks, go check out our Snapchats, keep up on our walls. You know, they can do certain things, and they know about our lives, and the reason they know about it is through video. They're going to get on there. They're going to know that Mike and I went for a coffee ride today. They're going to know that we went to take our dogs for a walk. And before we ever brought video to our life, they never knew anything about that stuff about us at all. They knew we liked rides, they knew we liked coffee, but they don't know the day in and day out stuff. But maybe they don't need to know, but it really has been really fun to share our lives. And we've learned that I personally have gained more confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
The confidence that I have speaking right now. 2 years ago, I would have literally hid under the table before you ever asked me to be on a webinar like this. It was too scary for me. And to think here I am 2 years later, I'm not crying on video like I did 2 years in my videos.
And it even helps in reality, when you go to the store, when you go here, when you go there, when you interact with people wherever you are. Video and doing things of that nature online help you in the real world. When you're actually connecting with people, you actually are able to express yourself better. And I'm sure the people that we're going to bring up tonight can kind of touch on that a little bit as well. But do you want to start with our first guest?
So I would love
this evening?
Yes. So we're going to bring out our first beautiful young lady. Her name is Idalise Crespo. I think I said it correctly. And, we had an interview scheduled with her, I think it was a week ago, and something came up in our lives. And it was like one of the first times we had to reschedule like our evening. And it was really like awkward for us. But, the truth is something came up in our lives that we had to reschedule. And, we're real people over here on the other side of our video having real life experiences as well. Mike and I, we deal with the same things that other people deal with, whether it's business or a family or just life in general. We deal with those stuff too. And so I want to say first and foremost that, Idalise, thank you for rescheduling. And we are so excited that we actually were able to tonight bring you out live and bring you here and highlight all the work that you've been done, all the love that you've given this challenge, all the videos you've done. You are someone you've been doing the 90 days. You've been getting your videos in by midnight. You are a solid video matrix leader.
Above and beyond, baby.
And so please come out, share with us who you are, where you're from. What's your experience been here?
Tell us a little story. Show us your skills. Come on, girl.
Share your story, girl.
You'll have to unmute.
You have to unmute.
You have to unmute your microphone.
Now? Yeah? Okay.
Yep. Excellent. Thank you. Yep. Perfect.
How are you? So I'm Idalise Crespo. I'm 33 years old. I'm Puerto Rican American, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, North Side. From the Humboldt Park area, Logan Square, and Albany Park also. And what else? What did you say? Oh, you guys are mute too.
Well, we mute so we don't interrupt you. So it's awesome. You've been here for 90 days, Idalise. First of all, let's ask you, who got you here? Like, what brought you to the video matrix? Like, and you started with 30 days, and you've completed 90.
Yeah.
Something not only brought you here, but kept you here. What was that?
Okay, so first of all, I saw my friend's video, Jose Birdie. And I was like, what is this? Like, what is he doing? It sounds pretty cool. It was interesting. I was curious about it. So like he inspired me. I was like, wow, like he could do this, I could do this too, And then I came across your video, Michelle, and when you were crying and you put, it was about the racism what you grew up with. And I was like, oh my God, like she has balls to say that, you know, and like her family, you know, and all that stuff that happened. So that was another like inspiring, you know, video too. And you got me bawling too. I'm just like you, I'm a big baby. I get so emotional, like so sensitive like that. Sometimes I'm like, why do I gotta be like this? But you know, I guess that's your way of like, because they said it's good too because you release type some kind of toxins or something that helps you like with stress, deal with stress. And you know, I'm not a person that's about like drama and problematic and um like I can't get mad with someone. I don't like to, like that's not in my nature. So it just instead it's like crying for me. That's how I would release it, you know. So
Right on, and that's you're right. That's like definitely something that you're able to use to kind of just release. And you know, sometimes we don't realize that that's a good thing. Having that cry, going through that feeling where maybe you got a headache or maybe you're just drained out. You know, these things are all signs that you know you're going through change. So, what kind of
yeah,
changes? What's that?
oh sorry.
Go ahead.
No, because I saw an article saying something about they did like a test where someone was watching a movie and how their emotions and their feelings, and they tested them. So someone that would cry felt better faster afterwards. Like you get into a happy mood as opposed to someone else that stayed the same level from the beginning, middle, and end of the movie. Like they say they had the same you know, like no reaction, something like that. So that was
That's
pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. And you know, that's the thing. We encourage people to just be so transparent and bare their naked soul because you know, you don't have to go into everything so deep. You can just literally have a moment in your video where you share a story, it brings up some emotions, and then later, you know, you deal with whatever feelings, you know, it sparks that curiosity of like, hey, what's my feeling on this, you know? So, what kind of changes have you gone through like as where you stand right now? You know, you've gone through 90 days of this. So what changes have you noticed in your life like that you really enjoy?
Well, I'm gonna start with like when I did the 30-day video, the past, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, you know, to go back down memory lane and you know share my experiences with everyone and you know I'm sure that there's someone out there that you know been through the same thing too. So you'll be like, oh, you're not alone, you know, and you realize that. And then you know I was thinking, am I gonna go? First of all, I was like, I hope I finish this 30-day. I didn't think I would do it, and I was like proud that I did it. And I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself to not to use one of the lifelines and just go all the way through without using it. And I did that, so that was pretty cool. And I made sure I, you know, did it before midnight. Um, and then I also, so I wouldn't be doing it alone. I convinced Juan from Chicago also, Juan Quispe, to do it with me. So I'm like, yeah, we're the two from Chicago. We can represent, you know, and support each other. And then he was like, no, I don't want to. But then he did it, and you know his story. So and then I made it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the 60-day then. And I did that one, and it was about questions of the future. And I'm like, man, I wonder if that one's gonna be challenging because you know you can only give your opinion or idea because in reality it doesn't exist, and you don't know what can really happen. You know, if those goals or dreams that you have, you know, it's just right now it's your opinion idea, but you can work hard to try to make the best to get to there, Lord willing, if we're still there by in the future. And then so I think let's see, and I actually did cry 3 times. So I did one in the 30-day. That one I had to actually record it. I was like, I don't know if I could go live, and that's another thing too, like I was like, okay, not only did I did a video challenge, but it was also live and it was public. So those are 3 different choices or decisions that you make, because you can either record it or go live, right? You can either put it public or just for certain people to see it, or just go on the group, the private group that you said. But I never did it on there. I was like, well, I want to be, I want my friends and family to see, and So, and then what was the other one? Okay, well, yeah, it was just those 3. Just doing the video, doing it, and doing it public. So, and then yeah, I had in each segment, the past, the future, and the present, I did have one video each where I was crying. But the one that I only recorded was in the 30-day, because that one was about my siblings, and that one was like really like sensitive and hit home to me, you know, because I have a couple of family members that deal with a mental disorder, so it's kind of hard, like, you know, a couple of my siblings. So yeah, it was kind of hard to talk about that one. And then I guess the future one where I cried, and I did go live. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it live. And then I guess because I was running out of time too, so I'm like, I don't have time. And then you know how sometimes you're not sure if the video will load, so I'm like, no, I want to play it safe, you know. So that one was about how I was like, oh, because my father passed away and how he won't be there for my wedding, and then how I just got out of a 5-year relationship and I was engaged, and so yeah, that one was a little sensitive for me. And then the 90-day, the present, it was actually my last video, the day 90. And that's where I was crying too, because I was like, it was just like towards the end of the day, I don't know, it was just like a lot of bad things were happening to me. I was like, what's going on? I'm like, I feel like I'm being cursed right now or something. So it was just like a very emotional day, and I almost got hit by a car too, which kind of freaked me out, and I was bawling that day too. So I was like, I don't know, and it was like a big storm. I was like, oh my god, something, I'm gonna get hit or blown away. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like an interesting journey for you, and honestly, we appreciate you coming out and sharing that. And it goes to show you too, like, this is a journey. This is an inner journey, and you know, it actually makes things happen in the external world where we live. And you know, all the things that happen in your life, they're happening for a reason. And you know, some things are slaps in the face to wake you up. Some things just show up to see, like, hey, are you really serious about being a leader? Are you really serious about X, Y, and Z? Are you really serious about your dream? And these things happen in the real world, and that's the kind of stuff that we get into as well, because when you go through this, everything starts to transform in your life, not just your Facebook and video online, but everything. Even if you're not sharing it with the world, if you just do it privately in the group, everything just starts to go. Things just start to go everywhere.
Yeah.
So, Idalise, thank you so much. What was that?
And I also moved too. That was another thing that happened during the challenge, that I had to move because they were going to renovate the basement. So yeah, and then I'm just happy for all the people that I met too, all the friends all over the world. And like, I came to this thinking only one way, like, oh, you know, maybe just so people just can know me, but I didn't know like all the other experiences that you can have with doing video. I was like, man, you know, the personal development, the speaking, the learning how to do video, learning how to listen and to people's stories, and just a lot of benefits out of that. I was like, wow, you know.
I love that, and thank you for saying that, because you know, it's such an honor, Idalise, to have you be one of our Video Matrix leaders, to come out 90 days and to be here tonight, and to be able to share that experience, to be able to say, like, you know, I've had different emotions going through this whole thing, and I didn't know that, you know, I didn't even think I was going to finish 30 days. And now here I am 90 days into it. And you know, life has changed. I've moved. I've made new friends. I've cried about my dad. I've let go of things in my past.
True life transformation.
You know, and it's all part of that momentum we talk about, the momentum that's built in the 60 days, the momentum from the future. And we believe, Idalise, that moving was it was no stranger that was supposed to happen, because you were building momentum to change, and you were changing, and with that change came a move. And this isn't the first time we've heard of this from people coming from the Video Matrix. We've had people, you know, we have someone right now just finished 90 days. Again, they're moving. So many people moved. You know, Martina moved during all this. People moved.
Health stuff, like people getting healthier.
They said 90 days ago, I had no idea I was ever going to move, but life just started to bring them that momentum, and we talk about that. So, Idalise, thank you. We're going to move on to Kelly. You know, Kelly just finished 30 days with us. You know, Kelly, we want to say thank you, Kelly Slattery. say thank you for joining us, and we'd love to bring you out. Please share where you're from.
Yeah, I want to say one thing, that
introduce
you
her?
got to watch out for Kelly, because Kelly is just like, when you see somebody that's just is ready to go, but just looking for that track that they can just rip it up on. This is the person that I'm talking about right here. It's Kelly. So Kelly, come on out. Yeah, tell us a little bit about your story. Just very casual, and just we're looking to share, what happened with it, your experience here, and what you're looking for, in your vision.
Okay. Well, I'm Kelly. I'm from Auckland in New Zealand, and my experience has been absolutely phenomenal. So my sister Lisa brought me into the 30-day video challenge, and we came into the challenge that we're going to get this video training on becoming better at business and all that sort of stuff. And what we actually found was something that transformed our lives. And through those 30 days, I found my voice that I had been, I'd been holding back since I was in high school. So, over 20 years, I haven't been speaking my truth. I've been speaking my truth, but it's been this, now it's like this big. I've become more aligned with my purpose just through being able to have that voice, through releasing stuff. It's just this beautiful path of congruence that Lisa and I had both been looking for. Like, we were looking for methods of marketing that were authentic for us. And, telling your stories is nothing more authentic than that. It's incredible. And you were talking about leadership before, and this is a little bit embarrassing to admit, but I'm in a leadership position in schools in New Zealand. I am a good leader, don't get me wrong, but through these exercises, getting my voice, my confidence has just absolutely soared. I can walk into a room and not feel like, because you're dealing with school principals and things like that, and anyone walking into a school principal's office is automatically like, I'm a student again. But just walking in there, it's like, no, I'm Kelly, I'm here. It's really, really so powerful. And another thing I experienced was, hitting that live button the first time was, I had that whole fear of doing something wrong, saying something wrong. And I don't know what day it was, maybe day 27, 28. I was walking through the shopping centre with my camera up, filming myself live, because with the support and encouragement of the group, it just pushed me to go further and just stretch myself. I got in this challenge to get out of my comfort zone, and man, I've blown my comfort zone out of the water and just creating a new one. And oh my gosh, I'm thinking our 60-day challenge, I'll be away as well.
Right on. We are so proud of you, and really just honored to hear your story and to be part of something big, because we didn't meet you from us doing our own thing. We met you because somebody else brought you into this. Somebody else showed you the light, and it's affecting you like in everything that you're doing. So to be able to have a part in that, we're just truly blessed, and want to just share our gratitude with you and everybody here, because we're all making changes and transformations. And if you haven't stepped into that just yet, it's okay. It's going to be coming. You just got to really just own it and love it and really focus on it. So I'm going to turn it over to you, but I think, Kelly, you're an awesome person, and I really appreciate your story.
I love that story, and I love what you said, because I've always been a leader too, and it was through mentorship, and it was through this challenge that I expanded my voice. I discovered, I believe, more of my voice here. I've been discovering my voice for this past year, believe it or not. But it was through this video challenge and sharing those personal stories, the ones that you really don't ever want to talk about or have any need to talk about, unless you're in these other situations. But the truth is, it's those things that we need to get out there to move past. We realize that personal development are past, and we give the first 30 days for free, because why? The past is what holds the majority of us back. And if we can just bring people to have experiences like you just said, Kelly, like, you know, you're like, I had a little voice and I have a big voice, and you know, you said something perfect when you said I was a leader, you know, I'm in a leadership role, but now I realize I'm filling those shoes even more. And what I believe is what happens is when you start realizing that we are nothing but a body, and our souls, all of our souls have felt pain, all of our souls have experienced these stories, you know, it's the emotion of the soul and the being. And when you realize we are not our shells, we are not what you see, we are far more than that. And when you start listening to other people, you start realizing, well, hey, even like that nurse and doctor who's in the group, like they have issues too, like they go through things. And then you realize, like, we are all the same. We are all the same. And Mike and I, from the very beginning, that's what we feel in our very hearts, that we are all the same, that we are part of the collective conscious, and we are one, and we are mirrors, and we attract all things to us, and we are to never judge what's happening, and we're never to judge each other's stories. We are never to judge our own stories. And so we like to bring people here just to get confidence so that they can, you know, stop judging themselves, because really what it is, you are judging yourself so much at this point. You judged yourself so much, you kept yourself this big. And it's so funny you did that. And then you said, well, I got my voice. And I was like, now it's out here. And Kelly, you couldn't have put a more descriptive picture of what holding ourselves back makes us look like, and what being transparent and open does to us, because it's literally that. It expands what we are capable of, it expands who comes into our lives, and it expands our reach, just like everyone here has already done. And so, you know, we thank you for being here. We are excited that you are moving forward, that you are taking that leadership role, that leadership position, that next leadership step, and that next step towards your personal development, because that next step has been part of your journey, which is, you know, we're going to take you through. We got you through the past. You did one hell of a job doing that. And now we've got to take you all through your future. We've got a group to plan. We've got vision boards to do. We have goals to reach. We have days in our perfect days in our future to plan. We've got a lot of things coming up. And, you know, we're excited knowing that you're ready for it, that your sister's ready for it, that everyone here is ready for it, that they're ready for that next step in life, that planning their future, because we believe, and the reason why we've taken the next 60, 90 days and turned it into a product is because we want to be able to help people on the other side of their future. You know, we got you through the past. If you want to go forward with planning your future, if you want to go forward with getting to the now, because Mike and I feel the now is the most important place you will ever be in this earth, which is right now.
Absolutely.
And so,
absolutely,
you know, so we want to get people to that moment of now, of manifesting in the now, understanding what it's like to think of others in the now, understanding that we are more than ourselves, and that we are this small compared to the much larger scale of people, and the amount of love that we need to share with, and understanding that we need to share with one another. And here we believe that we can all come in the front door. You know, we've revealed our naked souls. Everyone else comes through our doors. They reveal their naked soul in the video matrix. And with that comes beautiful stories like Kelly just shared. And I'm just excited.
Right on. And, you know, yeah, Kelly, we totally appreciate you coming out tonight. And thank you so much for being on. We're going to shift. Thank you. We appreciate that. We're going to shift gears now to Kelly's sister. Now, isn't that funny? Like, we've got a whole family like deal here where, you know, there are people who are doing this together as a family, and not only are they building their video skills, their personal skills, their business skills, whatever, they're building their relationships with their family, with their brother or sister or cousin or whatever, mother or dad or anybody, really. There's no limit. But tonight we're super blessed to have both of you on. And Lisa, if you're available, we'd love to have you come out and just share a little bit of your story. You know, similar thing. Are you here with us? You can just unmute.
I am here. My camera's not working. I'm sorry. But if it's okay for me to talk, that's all good.
Absolutely. You can come on out and just give us a little synopsis of your story. You know, where you've been and where you are now, and you know where you're going.
And perhaps what your experience has been like with your sister here.
All that good stuff.
Yes. Yep, perfect. Okay, so my name is Lisa Pace-Renata, and I'm on the Gold Coast in Australia. And how I got into the Video Matrix was Nicole Cook. I've been friends with her for about a year on Facebook, and I've just been watching her progress, and I saw her do her own 30-day challenge a while ago, and I thought I kind of knew Facebook Live was going to be the next big thing, and seeing her do it, I thought, and then she invited me to the Video Matrix, and I thought, oh, absolutely. One, I admire Nicole, so I'm going to jump on board anything she's going to do, and yeah, what I was expecting from the Video Matrix was all about business, was how to get my business out there. But what I have experienced from the Video Matrix is gone above and beyond that. I mean, what it has done is I did a video the other day about trapped emotions and things like that, because for the last decade, both me and my sister have been doing personal development, but I came through a really bad breakup, and I always wanted to do something big. I'm a big dreamer, so I've always wanted to do something big, but there was always something holding me back. So I would do all these little courses to try and get over whatever it was that was holding me back. And just last year, I spent $7,000 on 2 separate courses, and one was specifically a personal development one. So, and the other one was a internet marketing one. So clearly I was looking, and I was doing, and I was doing with the personal development one, I was doing clearing limiting beliefs and things like that. So, but I wasn't getting anywhere. And when I came into the Video Matrix, thinking it was about business, I kind of was just hoping my voice would come up, and that I would all of a sudden become this guru. But and that kind of is exactly what has happened, except the questions weren't what I was expecting. And so when I was talking about the trapped emotions the other day, the trapped emotions become your subconscious, which your subconscious is the one holding you back, which is kind of your ego telling you, you can't do this, you're not as good as that person, and that type of thing. And the funny thing about being with my sister is that I really look up to my sister, and I think she is so talented, and so, the words just flow out of her mouth. And so I find myself comparing myself to her. So because I get too excited, and then I say stupid stuff, and then I think, oh, I've got to be more like Kelly. But no, that's what this 30 days has been like. No, I don't have to be more like Kelly. I can be myself. There's other people that say stupid stuff. So that's what it's brought to me, and also to my business, because now I know who I am, and business is all about telling stories, but I never knew what my story was. So within this 30 days, I found out what my story is. And so now I have a big voice, I have a story to tell, I have a future to create. I love it.
Wow.
I wish I could see your face right now.
It's so funny because we don't see you, and that's totally okay. But honestly, like, I think we are all feeling what the difference between a video and a phone call is like, because right now we feel like we're on a phone call with you, and that's so great, but it really does bring the power. Like, wouldn't it be nice to see her face and her big smile?
I know. And I thought, I'm going to get on even though you can't see me, because that's like another step, like saying yes, I'm here. Yes, I'll do it.
With that is like, you got to just do these things. And if technical difficulties come up, you still have to just do these things. Today we were doing a live on Facebook, and we turned around to go back to better reception so we could continue. So thank you for being here so much. I don't know, do you have anything else you want to add
Yes,
to
of
that?
course
Add
I
to
do.
that. Thank you so much. I love your story, you and your sister. One of my favorite stories, because it's just so genuine, and just it's what this challenge, it's what's this video matrix, it's what we're doing here. That's what it's all about. What you're hearing tonight from everybody, and we still have one more special guest to
we'll
go.
be
So
getting to her.
you're going to be hearing some amazing stories still. So
Yeah.
stay tuned, baby. Over
And
to you.
yeah, I just want to say, Lisa, thank you for all that you said, because before, it's so important that when we had heard from you, when you were saying, like, I spent $7,000 last year on stuff that when we had that conversation with you, Lisa, it was our jaws like dropped to the floor. You go, listen, I spent $7,000 last year, and in 17 days I've received far more in what we have here than all the money I spent there. And it was like, at that moment, there was a price tag to the Video Matrix. And it's not like we'd ever charge $7,000, but the fact that you put worth on something that, that we're not calculated yet, but it's just so powerful, because everything we have here is everything that our hearts have been doing. We've been on that personal development path and journey too, and we're in network marketing and online marketing, and there's all this stuff that plays a part. And one of the biggest things that we saw that people needed was video. And and every time we'd go to an event or anything, you got to get on video. You got to get on video. We were on video. Video's gotten us to where we are. We've learned to do everything through video, and why wouldn't we bring that experience to other people? Why wouldn't we share that? And here we are able to share that. We have 2 sisters, and I love it because I have 7 sisters. And I know, Lisa, when you said, I think I have to be like, my sister Kelly, I grew up with my older sister feeling that way about me. And, I'd want her to find her voice like you did, so that she can learn that it's okay to be her. We want you to come here. I want you to never think you have to be your sister ever again, because you two are your two separate people on a path and journey together as sisters, and you're supposed to look different, sound different, be different, not be the same, because none of us are. And it's so funny that we feel we need to be. Why? Because we hold ourselves to be this small, and then when we allow ourselves to be this big, we realize how big we truly are. And so, Lisa, it sounds to me that you kept yourself this small too by measuring yourself up to your sister, because, by the way, remember, your sister was measuring herself this small, and so now you're measuring your sister, who sees herself this small, and the 2 of you are now part of this journey where you're like, this, I don't gotta be you, and I don't want to be you, and finally we can grow and we can do this together. And I've got to kind of point out that, and maybe one of you want to talk about it really quick, that you 2 are writing a book together. We've got to kind of bring this up. Lisa, maybe you want to talk about that. Like, from what I understand, is it this video challenge that inspired you both to start writing a book as sisters? And do you want to maybe now's the time for you to share the beginning, because it's going to be a process and journey that we want our viewers to follow you and say, yeah, we want to know about their book, and we are going to encourage and teach you guys what you need to do so that your book, and when your book is ready to go, you have every viewer in a line of people wanting to buy it. So,
yes, so absolutely. Can I ask you to bring Kelly out for this one, because she'll be able to do it justice.
Yeah. So we'll go over to Kelly. I want to thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, for coming out tonight. We totally appreciate it.
And then we're going to go to our final, last but not least.
Right on. So come on out, Kelly, and you can, just go over what we were just talking about. That'd be great.
Okay. So yeah, you are right. We are writing a book about it, because this experience has been so incredible for us that we just want people to know that it's out there, that it's available, that they don't have to stay small, that they don't have to keep their emotions trapped, that they just have an opportunity, and you guys are the vehicle to free so much from them. And like I said, our experience has, the word magical springs to mind, because it's like nothing else that I've ever experienced. You guys have got a spiritual energy. You've tapped into something that is just so physical realm. Like the law of attraction says that we're a magnet. And through these 30 days, Lisa and I have both experienced the magnetism and the feeling that the universe has got our back, that we are aligned, that we're on the right path, and that just has been so phenomenal that we can't keep it to ourselves. We just can't. It wouldn't be fair.
Oh my God, you guys
So
are
that's
making
what we
my heart sing, because I think it's beautiful that you're so inspired that it's allowing you to tell, you know, not just about what you're doing here in the Video Matrix and get that in there too, but also just your personal stuff, like just being inspired to get out there and do that. Guys, congratulations, gals, for doing that, because it truly is
thank you.
powerful. And for us to be a part of that, we are super just blessed and grateful. And, you know, coming
I'm
online,
excited.
doing what we're doing, it's for this.
I'm
It's for these kinds of stories, connections, relationships, abilities,
Wait,
because
well-
we're going to be hanging out with these two when they release their book on a boat somewhere, just totally celebrating. We do that we will plan on doing that with all our team, all the people, all of our people.
Wait a minute, Lisa. I mean, Kelly, will our names be in that book? Because that would be cool.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Nicole's name too, because you know what, we'll remember this, and this is, I want to bring
Absolutely.
the power of an interview, the power of what we're doing right now, because right now we are at a point where we have sisters on here, you know, Edalise, we have Nicole, you know, you're here creating things, you're all here creating things, and we don't know, Mike and I will never know truly our impact until, you know, someone comes out like yourself and tells us how we're impacting. And you know, we want to be able to follow up, see how this book is going, and just all that beautiful piece, you know, that beautiful stuff. So thanks for sharing that. We will be following up with this, and we're just excited again to be moving forward to the 60 days and the 90 days with you. And so, yeah, would you like to introduce our
next and final guest before we close out this amazing, I think this is just incredible, the stories, the things that we're all chatting about, you know, what you, the viewer, have actual access to for literally nothing. You know, seriously, we'll get into that when we close out, but we're going to go over to Nicole Cook. Come on out, girl. We want to hear a little bit from you. You're definitely somebody that we are very proud to spotlight, very proud to have part of what we're doing here. And these are the kinds of relationships that people are waiting for. You know, we were waiting for Nicole to come along, and we're so happy that you're here. Come on out. We look forward to chatting with you. Tell us a little bit about your story.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm proud to be part of this. Can you hear me okay? All right. Yeah, it's just an awesome movement you guys have started. So anyway, my name's Nicole. I'm in North Carolina, and I'm an introvert. I'm super quiet, shy kind of person, and nobody knows that. They see me on video, and I've heard people say I'm a natural on camera. I look so calm. But that is not where I came from. I used to be that shy kid in class who never wanted to raise their hand in class. Anytime I had a chance to be in a leadership role, I stepped back from it. I turned things down. I didn't want to be in the center of attention. Even my wedding, I'm talking about a few years back, I didn't want to be the center of attention. I was terrified to walk and to be in front of people and, you know, all of that stuff. So, you know, I think we all kind of go through that. It depends on your personality. I have that introverted personality, but this has been a way, a platform for me to get out there and be so much more comfortable with people. And like you said, you can transfer these skills offline. So for me, it was so much easier to be behind a computer screen, you know, and talk to people that way. And then when I get, you know, offline, it's so much easier for me to start conversations now and to, you know, be more social with people outside, you know, because I was always, you know, nice and friendly with people, but you know, they would be the conversation starter and stuff. So I'm more outgoing now when I go out, and, you know, it's just totally changed everything. I was on a video chat with somebody last night, you know, which I wouldn't be here right now. I would not be doing interviews. I wouldn't be doing live trainings. You know, I had like speech classes in college and stuff. I couldn't speak for 10 minutes in front of people without having like a panic attack. So this is huge for me. And yeah, none of this stuff would have been possible without video. I mean, I'd done some video before the challenge, but this is just taking it to a whole different level. So I was on this video chat last night with this guy, and he's been watching me for, you know, we were in the same company, and he's been watching me and watching my growth and my progress. And he almost made me cry on this video chat because he said, was just telling me how much of a difference I was making. And then I really inspired him, and he saw my growth and just how much I've changed and how much I've become a leader. So people notice, even though, you know, not everyone is going to come out and say that to you, people are watching you and people notice that stuff. And like you guys were saying, you really need to find your target market and stuff like that. This has allowed me to attract the right people into my life for some reason. And leaders are contacting me where they never did before. So I had people like who are getting mentorship from 6- and 7-figure earners, and they're coming to me wanting to know about the video challenge and wanting to get involved with what I'm doing. And it's crazy, you know, the ripple effect it has in your business and your personal life all together. So, and then I had a 7-figure earner contact me, and I got on a phone call with him the other day. Just stuff I never would have thought would be possible for me, you know, just happening and coming into your life. You know, you're attracting that stuff to you. So basically just, and this is the first 30 days. So I haven't even gone through the full 90 days yet. So at the end of the 90 days, it's going to be like complete transformation. But even in 30 days, I think if you can do 30 days of live video in front of people, you can pretty much do anything. That fear is gone. You get rid of that fear. And I've seen, the best thing is I've done this with a lot of my teammates right now. So one of the breakthroughs for me was listening to their stories and seeing them, just seeing their face from like day 1 to day 30 and how they light up and just, you know, are more comfortable with who they are, and they're able to share their story. And I get to know everything about them. So that lets me help them better in their business, because I know what their dreams and their goals are, what their past is, you know, and how I can help them through their problems and stuff like that. So anybody out there, if you have a team, if you're a leader, bring your whole team on and do it together. You can do this as a group and really get to know each other and help each other through the process. So that's been my experience, basically.
Right on. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, we're just, again, super blessed and grateful to be part of your journey and everyone's journey here, because hearing your story, where you were and all the stuff that you had to deal with, and now you're just still rising. You're just rising like a phoenix and nothing's stopping you. So I'm just super proud of you, super just happy that you're part of this journey with us, and all the amazing people that you're connecting with, you know, the new people that you're vibing with that are actually enjoying the same things you are, that being this challenge and all the awesome stuff that you have to offer.
You know, Nicole, I want to say thank you so much. We are so proud of you, because you are someone that came in with video. So we love to challenge people who are like, I've done hundreds of videos. Not saying that was you, because we like, oh, the person who's done 900 videos, come on over. We challenge you to come through the video matrix, because we guarantee that no matter how many videos you've done, you will not do 90 videos of your 1,000 or 900 ever the same that you come and do here. And so with that being said, when we share ourselves, you know, you've really you've done that. You've done 30 days, and now people are recognizing you as a leader, the leader that you are. You're the introverted leader, and you really do stand strong for the people who are scared to get in front of a camera. You know, we all represent somebody else's fears. Remember that. And so we are just at a different place along that path. And so, you know, if we can, you know, come together and share a story where you put yourself on camera, and next thing you know, you do have leaders contacting you. You know, we didn't say it today, but you brought Kelly and Lisa here. And, you know, and I want to talk about that for a moment. And you brought more than just them. You've brought in the people that you've brought in are all moving on to the next level, to the, you know, so we're excited because, I don't know, you know, there's something to be gained here for you, Nicole. You know, you're able, right now, Nicole is in a position where she's monetizing the video matrix. She's going to have a $3,000 day today because of the video matrix. And that's just the very beginning of what we have here. You know, Nicole, we didn't congratulate you because it's all coming today, like, but that's exciting. You know, this is what we want for people. We're creating a story, we're creating a space, we're creating a place of personal development where everybody is going to be recognized, everybody's going to be seen, and all you have to do is just turn on the camera and be seen.
And you don't even have to go live. That's the thing of it. You know, even though going live will totally boost you, it will be like doing, you know, even that much more, because you're going live, you're putting yourself on the spot, you're causing yourself to create that much faster. So it really does boost you big time. But if you're not ready for that, you don't have to do that. So that's the cool part about this whole thing. It's built for anybody, whatever comfort levels you are at and wherever you want to go.
Yeah, and the one last thing is you where you were saying that you are now connected with your teammates. So not only were you able to build, you're not only building with your team, you're all helping each other, you're teaching one another, you're learning about one another, and truly it's how we all help each other, because you're saying I'm listening to them and learning about them and I can better help them. But the truth is we can all they can listen to you and even learn to better help you, because we are all leaders and we can remind each other of like, hey, you know, I remember that video where you said this, like, are we, you know, are you doing that? Or
you gotta own it.
We can all follow up with each other. And so I
on.
just love it. I love that we can all learn more about each other. People come here and learn more about each other than they've ever known about themselves, their family, or anyone else. So
yeah, guys, we are super pumped to have you watching this live and the replay, and super pumped to have our guests here tonight with us, because this is what it's all about. It's all about leveraging people's results, really working together as a team. You know, we all have our own dreams here. We all have our own vision, but we all share that same thread of success, which is really personal development, leadership skills, community, and driving it all home with video, really just bearing your naked soul on video. So we're going to just end this with a quick video just to kind of show you a little bit. It's on the page that you're on right now. We want to show you this video because it just sets a really good mood, and we want to close with that. And we'll come back and just end this out after we show you this video. I'm going to share the screen right now, and we're going to just broadcast. If someone could just unmute to make sure that I screen is good. I can't see anybody, so.
Can someone just tell us it looks good?
You can unmute. Is it good?
Yep, it's fine. Yep, it's fine.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
When I started this challenge, it was about me wanting to get back into doing videos, and the best way I knew how was to gather, you know, to go and find a video group. I'm like, all right, let me look around to see what there is for video groups. And to be honest, there's not very much. None of that really interested me anyway. And so I decided, hey, you know what? Talk to Mike. I'm like, listen, if I run this challenge, will you do this with me? Will you do videos with me? I'm gonna put it out there. And you know, a beautiful group of people came together just like that in a week. In 1 week, 95 people came together to set on a journey of being challenged, of being committed, of being consistent, and to putting out something daily.
You talk about stuff that I'm not making up the topics. A lot of people think that, you know, for 30 days I'm making up a topic of my own. Each one of these days, we are directed for 30 days to talk on a topic. Most of them have been really effing challenges.
It's all about being who we are and sharing. I truly believe that we all have something to share.
How it's impacted me is, one, I had to commit to something every day for 30 years or more open heart. I think that's the secret of achieving anything in life, when you actually pay attention.
This challenge has been awesome. You know, I think 99% of people have a hard time with video.
And to be honest with you, with every single video that I have recorded, I have been having a break.
It's the best way, other than person to person, to connect with people one-on-one. Is through a video.
In spite of my perfect voice and drop on your time, I would recommend people do this because it's challenging and it's something to do every day.
So if
doing video is something that you want to pursue, if learning how to share your stories more authentically through Facebook and through video is something you want to do, I highly encourage this challenge.
You're going to have something big happen in your life. And I can promise you right now, if you're watching this, that if you get involved with this challenge, you will have a shift in your life. You will have a next level in your life. You will have an edge, because video is a movement. And this is a video movement that will put
It's just been an absolute blessing to all come together and support each other and be here for each other and, you know, do this together.
Do live video, you're looking at yourself. So you are telling yourself your story. To yourself, like, how are you going to face anybody else?
It's great because it has helped me to become very comfortable in front of this camera.
If you want to move forward to wherever you want to go into your life, in your business, personal life, you want to better yourself, you want to become a better person. Like me, I want to become a better mother, I want to become a better business person, you know, owner, like a better, just becoming a better person. I would really suggest you to join the
Facebook. No, sorry, the 30-day live. Hold on a second. I'm tired. Can you tell? 30 days.
To see some people how they had never done a video, and then they're after, I mean, we're almost at 30 days. So after almost 30 days, they just like beautiful, like wow, how they have grown and feel so confident. I think that's really cool.
Great talking to you guys. It's been great getting to know you. If you're getting to know me as doing this, I would recommend it to you if you just want to connect with other people. And I have discovered, hey, I love connecting with other people. It's pretty fun.
Things absolutely impacted my life, and I'd say I'd absolutely recommend to others to help you improve within your communication skills, and really that can also help you to improve and really put yourself in a position where you know begin to get out of your
I just share my story straight from the heart. It doesn't matter what it is, but I just got a lot more confidence because of this.
It is something that I would highly recommend, and it is a very safe place to actually build your confidence and build your presence.
You get breakthroughs on doing video like people think, but
to have this opportunity at a young age to really create a future for yourself and your loved ones and your family. This is an amazing opportunity.
But to really get in there and share your personal story was tougher. And so I really appreciate being pushed out of my comfort zone in that way. So just a huge shout out to all of you guys, all of us, for just sticking this out for the 30 days.
I've learned more about people in 30 days than I have learned about people in 10 years.
Boom, everybody. So that's going to be it for tonight. Below this page, you can go through everything. You can join the Facebook group. Check out exactly what's going on here. You're getting total access to 30 days, Blast Past Fear. Go through the information down here. Check it out. Get access to this free offer right now. Limited time. Join the Facebook group. Connect with us. You're going to be in here. This will be all of your awesome stuff that you get access to. We're going to keep everybody in the loop here for the next challenge starting on, let me get my face back, on June 11th. So get access to the group right now, and we will be sure to give you all the information coming up for the June 11th start. Guys, we appreciate you being on here tonight live with us. Ladies, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye, everyone. We love you guys.